figures. Hello all, we are Hoof-Hearted and we're here with John Cena! Hello all, I'm Treebeard with Hoof-Hearted and joining me today is mature adult Larson.
That's right.
We're here at EQLA and we're bringing you people that are relevant to your interests. Mostly. Like John Cena. Alright, well first things first, because I'm talking to the great M.A. Larson, I have to ask, would you like to sign your face?
You don't have to ask.
Alright.
You know the answer.
The answer is, I'm signing his face. Like this.
I've never done that before. I've never signed.
Come on in. This is our very nice. This is our final group member.
Have you met John Cena?
You met John Cena.
She did the eyes.
I did the eyes. Also,
Very nice.
here you go.
Thank you.
Dry erase marker.
I'm gonna need a few of these.
Yeah.
This one's already
It'll
full.
last an hour.
The Alicorn joke counter.
The Alicorn joke counter.
Yeah. Alright, on that note, just how sick are you all?
Okay, in all honesty, I'm gonna answer your question honestly.
I mean, that's what I
I
want.
would expect to be completely sick of it, but I'm not. I don't care. It's like, it's funny. That's funny. That's funny.
Alright, awesome.
I don't mind.
So, now to get to some more meaty,
Yes.
serious stuff.
Let's get into it.
So, you've announced that you're going to be doing a sequel to Pennyroyal Academy.
Yes.
I would love to know what writing the first book was like in comparison to writing for My Little Pony or writing for TV in general.
It was horrendous. It was awful. It was originally a cartoon at Disney Channel. Pennyroyal Academy was a cartoon. But that didn't work out, so I got the rights back, turned it into a book. And basically, when you're writing an episode of My Little Pony, you've got so many things built into it. It's a half an hour show, 22 minutes. You got 2 commercial breaks. You got a 2-minute teaser at the beginning. You've got all these things built into it. In the book, there's nothing. You can do whatever you want. So every time I made a decision, like, ooh, I'm going to do this, all I could think while I was writing was, am I missing a better choice? Did I forget something? You know what I mean? With My Little Pony or
it's like you're in it for the long run.
Yes.
By the time you get in, you're like,
And it's
I've gotten
infinite.
too far to go back.
And could I have done that differently? It would have been better. But in a TV show, especially My Little Pony, you sit in the room, you break down the story, you already know what the story is. Then it's just, how can I make, I already know what's happening. How can you make the best version of that? With a book, it's infinite. It's just infinite.
It's like walking through a desert.
Yes, exactly. And it's also much, much longer and much more complex. So there's so much more to keep track of. It's just, it's hard. It's really hard. It's really hard.
It's majestic, but incredibly
majestic.
All right. So about the sequel, can you tell us a little bit about what you have in mind?
Well, it's taking a while because I submitted the manuscript a few months ago, and my editor bought it as the 3rd book. So the good news is I sold a 3rd book. The bad news is I had to start over and write a brand new 2nd book. And she was totally right. She was absolutely right. It'd be a better 3rd book than the 2nd book. So I've started a new one. I'm about halfway through it now. Hopefully it'll be out next fall. I don't know how much I can say about it. There will be other fairy tale sort of characters coming up. So it's all in kind of a Grimm's fairy tale world. So a lot of the familiar stuff will be back.
On the subject of getting feedback of any kind, how do you generally approach getting criticism for anything that you do?
With the book, it's easy because if there's a criticism of it, it's my fault. You know what I mean? There's a lot of My Little Pony stuff that I get criticism for that's not my fault. For instance, Magic Duel. I got accused of so much pandering.
Yeah,
that I didn't do.
It was a mandate.
No, it was people in Canada. It was the animators put in all these gags that were like at one point, I think Twilight pukes out a Paraspray. That wasn't in my script. There's a lot of that kind of thing where I will get accused of it and it's not my fault. On the other side of the coin, a lot of times I'll get credit for something that an animator did. So it works both ways, and that's just how
It's kind of a mess of everything kind of not necessarily going to the right place.
It's the way it works, and honestly, it's better on this show than it is on most shows I've worked on. I've had shows of other shows where it'll go on the air with my name on it, and I'll watch it and be like, I didn't write a word of that. The Pony is actually pretty good.
As far as like translating what you wrote onto the screen.
Exactly, and making it better. Yeah, taking the script and making it better at the voice stage, and the animation stage, and the design stage, and the music stage. That's exactly how a show should work. You should have a baseline for a script, and then it should get better at every stage. And this show, for the most part, that's how it works. So it's fun. It's fun to watch the episodes. It's like, oh. Slice of Life is a good example. There's a ton of stuff that got cut out that I'm really bummed about, but it's a 22-minute show. So, of course, things were really cut. And the way they did certain things, like there's the moment where Gummy has his monologue.
Like his
and they,
existential...
They zoom out and you can see in his eye the reflection of the characters slowly. That's amazing. That wasn't in the script. They chose to do it that way. It was great. So there's a perfect example. So the words he said were what I wrote. And the intent of the scene is exactly what I wrote. But they found a way to visually make it even more interesting and fun. And that's how a show should work.
Alright. I love how our conversation is actually working exactly the way I wrote it.
Look at you. Yeah.
Alright, so on that, because we can't see him.
He's looking at us.
They can't see it.
I like it. I'm gonna do this.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So, as a writer, I'm sure that every so often you're sometimes forced to write scripts you're not necessarily behind.
Of course.
How often do you feel like you're forced to do that, and how do you deal? How do you deal?
It doesn't happen as often as you'd think. Most of the shows I've worked on, you pitch your own idea, and then whoever's the showrunner will say, that one's good, do that one. That's how it works most of the time. Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends and this show were different, where they used to be. Now they are more that way, but in the first 2 seasons of My Little Pony, Lauren and Rob Renzetti, who was the story editor then, would write all the premises. So I'd get an email that would say, are you free this date? You're doing Luna Quest. Here's the premise. And it's 3 sentences saying, Luna comes back for Halloween. So that wasn't my idea. They told me that's the one you're writing. Then I'd go in and we'd break the whole story down and come up with an actual show, or an actual episode. And I just approached it like, I don't think there was ever one assigned to me where I was like, that sucks, I don't want to do that. It's just, my job is to make Lauren happy. It's her show. So my job is to make her happy. If she gives me a premise, then I'm like, okay, how do we make Lauren happy with this one? I think if I would have gotten a Fluttershy-oriented premise, I might have been a little unhappy. I don't... The most fun characters to me are the ones you can mess with, like Rarity.
She's very fun to mess.
Totally. Fluttershy is so sweet and innocent. You don't want to... I can't remember who said it, but some very good writer said, in Act 1 you put your character up a tree, and in Act 2 you throw rocks at him. In Act 3 you figure out how to get him down. And you don't ever want to throw rocks at Fluttershy. You just don't. I don't want to throw rocks at Fluttershy. So it makes it hard to come up with a story where you're messing with her, because she's sweet and nice. Yeah, exactly. Rarity has an unbelievable heart, but a huge ego.
Oh.
And that's the most fun to mess with. That's why I like
And she'll react. She'll react to
Sonic Rainbow is a great example, where she started to believe her own press as the episode went on, to the point where she's just like, she completely forgot about her friends' insecurities because she was so full of herself, and then she pays the price. And that's what I love. That's an easy story to write. So I never was given a purely Fluttershy premise, and I'm happy about that.
Alright. See Rarity in the classic hubris story to the point that it's almost ignorance.
That's exactly right, yes.
So...
Is that it? We got
No, that's it. Tell us about your secret relationship with Josh Hader.
My secret relationship.
The one that you don't televise or
Well,
make public in any way.
This isn't an interview. How can it be secret?
Well, it won't be for long. There's a camera right there.
What did he tell you?
Nothing yet.
That's why we came to you.
Well, I mean, I talked to his
Josh?
cardboard cutout face, but he doesn't talk.
Ask him.
Sign Josh Haber's face.
I'll sign Josh Haber's face.
What do you know about it?
Josh is a good friend of mine. We're best friends. Best friends. Are you shipping me and Josh right now?
That's not my department.
Is that what you're doing? OTP?
Yes.
You might be
Maybe.
What would our name be?
friendshipping. Friendshipping.
Best
M.A. Haber?
friend. Air quotes.
Massive air quotes. So we've heard that you love Hitchcock movies. I mean, who
I do.
with the spine doesn't?
Amen. That's right.
So
Well
would you-
said.
Since you said the show is leaning more toward a writer-submitted premise, would you like to do a
Yes.
Hitchcockian episode?
Matter of fact, I did a press conference at BronyCon, and somebody had the best idea. Have you heard of Shadow of a Doubt? Shadow of a Doubt is my favorite Hitchcock movie. And she was like, you should do Shadow of a Doubt pony episode. And I was just like, oh my god, that's phenomenal. The premise of Shadow of a Doubt is there's this girl, I think she's a high school girl, kind of in a small town in middle America, and she loves her Uncle Charlie. He's like her favorite uncle, and he comes to visit, and she slowly starts to suspect that he's a serial killer. She sees it in the papers and things, and he's very sinister, and I think you could do an episode like that.
Oh, yeah.
In pony.
I mean, I can already kind of see it.
Yeah, exactly. But then not a serial killer, obviously, but the pony equivalent of a serial killer. I think that would be an amazing story. Or like Rear Window, you could do a Rear Window with ponies.
That's classic. There's a lot of animated shows.
There's a lot of ways to do it, and I'm disappointed in myself that 5 seasons I never thought to do that, to pitch, Rear Window with ponies. I can't believe I never thought to do that, but I didn't. And it never occurred to me.
Strangers on the Friendship.
Yes, exactly. Crisscross. Oh, that would be great.
Oh, the follow-up for that was, have you already done it? But
I never have. They did a Rear Window on Little's Pet Shop. I haven't seen it, but they did one on there.
all right, so is there a particular genre of fiction that you'd like to branch out to? Like something you really would like to do and haven't really tried it.
It's hard to say. My book is not in my wheelhouse because my style of writing prose, not necessarily, well, actually screenplays too. I like to make up words, and I like to use shorthand. I'm trying to think of a good example. I had some good examples on a Disney show, but I can't remember. But I like to, with a screenplay, you have 30 pages. You can't go to 31 or they'll tell you to cut something. And there's tricks you can do because there's the font that you use where instead of saying this character looks, you say this character sees. So it's 4 letters instead of 5. And everything moves like this, and then the paragraph moves up, and then the page moves up. So you can manipulate the letters.
You can manipulate exactly how something is worded to mean.
That's right. So I like to make up words.
Very sneaky. I like it.
Yes. I like to make up words where I can use one word that'll cover a whole sentence. And it's funny, too. I can't think of an example. I wish I could, but my book, because it's in medieval times and it's a fairy tale story, I can't do that. I can't use slang and I can't make up words. So it's much more formal.
So it's sort of out of your element.
Totally. It's very formal and it's very measured, and that's not how I like to write. So I'd love to write a book that was in modern times where I could use that kind of slang, and I could make up words, and I could use the shorthand, because I also think it's funnier.
Yeah.
So, in a lot of ways, my book was actually completely out of my comfort zone. So I'd love to write a book that was in my comfort zone.
But hey, it's
And it would be a Hitchcock. What I love about Hitchcock, you get Hitchcock movies which are about murder and death, but they're funny. And I love that. I love things that are intense, or scary, or suspenseful, but funny too.
yeah. He had this really like flippant attitude when he'd do like the Hitchcock.
Exactly, when he did the introductions.
He just like
Yes, those old jokes about
he was
dead
treated
bodies.
so silly about like,
Yes.
people getting murdered and betrayed in numerous ways.
And it was great. It's beautiful. I love that stuff.
So in an earlier panel, Greg was actually.
I was actually at BronyCon, so.
Oh, you were?
Yeah,
BronyCon was great.
it was a lot of fun.
Were you in the press?
I was not. I was just me there, so I was
Gotcha.
enjoying the day.
So
It's all fun time.
in one of these cons, you mentioned something about when you were on Gravity Falls that you had an issue with the directions. No, it's cool. I'm being as objective and fair as possible.
All right, so I'm going to be completely fair to that show. When I came on, there were 3 outlines. Outline is stage before the script.
Right.
Rob Renzetti, who was the story editor on My Little Pony, had gone over to Gravity Falls. So he sort of asked if I wanted to write for it. So I went over there. And to be fair to the show, they were figuring it out. They didn't know what they were doing. They were just getting started. It couldn't have been earlier. I could not have been on the show in an earlier
Yeah, Double
position.
Dipper was one of the earliest episodes.
Yes. There was nothing for me to read except 3 outlines. There were no scripts at that point. There was no animation. There was just like a little 5-minute animation. They were figuring it out, and I think I was brought in too early because there was just nothing going. And then,
And you're very used to having a very clear structure already.
well, it's not even that. I've been on a lot of shows before. Like My Little Pony, I wrote 3 episodes before I ever saw it. I wrote up to Cutie Mark Chronicles before I heard any voices. I didn't know what the characters even sounded like. So it's not that. I can write things before they're a show. It's just that
They hadn't quite figured out what they were going to do.
they didn't know what they were doing. They didn't know what they were doing. They didn't. I'm trying to figure out a diplomatic way to say this. They didn't treat me very well. But I think they would have in season 2 or even later in season 1. I just think they didn't know what they were doing. So they sort of screwed me over and then asked me to come back and write another one. I was like, no thanks. So it just wasn't a good experience for me. I'm sure the show's great. I've heard amazing things about it.
I think from my viewing of it, it's safe to say I think they found their place and found
And that's the thing. If they would have asked me to do a freelance episode halfway through season 1,
it. Probably, yeah.
probably would have been a completely different experience. It was just, it sucked.
So on a lighter note, what's the thing you would most like to sign? Like something you've never signed before. It's like you're signing ambition.
The universe is
That's pretty
like your
good.
playground.
I already signed a baby. That was pretty high mark.
I was
all
gonna bring
Will
my
Ferrell.
dog, but
I tried to sign a cat and they stopped me. You can't sign a cat. Animal abuse. Whatever. It's a cat.
washable.
That sounds like a challenge.
You know, the only time I got stopped, other than the cat, I tried to sign Andrea Lipman's mom. She shut me down. She said, nope, I'm not signing that.
What?
I signed Lauren. I've signed. What would I like to sign? There's a huge tortoise here.
Really?
There's a giant tortoise in the kids' room. I wouldn't
Hello,
mind
Miss
signing
Barrow.
that.
I thought I'd just creepy sit behind
Welcome
you.
to my interview.
Coming in right now. Okay, bye.
Camera got you anyway.
We're actually interviewing her next.
Barrow. Gina. Jillian.
It's the creepy people from Babs.
Yes. and-
Yeah, they're the creepy people from Babs List. It was the writers.
Also, since she's here, we might as well ask.
We were also the
ask
people
her
who
this a lot.
interviewed me there.
To come back later.
I want one of these to wear everywhere.
we can gladly make you one.
Well, after we get a Little Caesars pizza, we'll make another one.
The production value is top of the line.
Very disturbing.
Yeah,
All right.
here we go. Albert Larson.
Just a few
The
more.
2 Larsons.
We're in the home stretch.
Okay, no problem.
All right.
There you go.
This is quite a sight.
Cena Senpai and M.A. Larson.
All right.
All right,
I should probably
You can
move.
do this. You can do this. You got this.
gotta believe.
Admittedly,
I wanna keep
admittedly
both the
sitting next to me
Larsons in
for
the
this
shot.
amount of time is terrifying for anybody. All right. So you've been to a lot of BronyCons.
I have.
You've been to a lot of them.
Yes.
You ever get used to the smell?
Let me tell you something. I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna say.
Come on.
No, it's
I mean, we here at Hoof Hearted are all about class.
What's our catchphrase? The stench of truth
Ah,
or
yes.
something like
Hoof
that?
Hearted, we're giving you the stink of truth.
Yeah,
there you go.
I wasn't
No wonder
part
you
of
asked.
this.
I was.
Okay. Yeah. So, do you think this fandom needs a con anywhere else?
Ooh, where there isn't one?
Where there isn't one?
Hawaii. I'm waiting for Hawaii.
Oh,
Hawaii,
Yes.
that's a good
yeah.
Yes.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
5 of you Hawaiian bronies, get on it.
They're working on it. They are working on it.
As an islander, I would like to.
I think Hawaii would be amazing. They are everywhere. They already are everywhere. There's one in Siberia, Australia. I got invited to Australia, Thailand, Japan.
Yeah, you get it right.
All of I can't go to any of them, but I've been invited to them. Prague. How about Africa? There's none in Africa. All right.
Let's get things moving.
All you bronies in Liberia, get on it.
Liberia.
We
got
need a
it.
convention.
You heard it here first. All right, so
What's
just
the quantification of Liberia?
just to wrap it up here in a fitting way, if you could write the finale of any series with no restrictions, how would you decide to end it?
The end of
A season
series
finale.
you choose.
the end of the series.
And if you want the end of MLP,
A season or series finale.
I'd write the end of MLP. In fact, I did once. Magical Mystery Gear was supposed to be the series finale. It was supposed to be the show. But then they got to pick up a couple months after I finished. I was just like,
wait, it's still happening?
okay, good luck. Because they changed, it was heavily changed from what I submitted. What I submitted was very much a finale. At the end, it was the book closed, the show was over. So that would change a lot. So I actually already have written the series finale. I would love to do a series finale for MLP that was similar in emotion to Amending Fences. Where it was all about going back to the pilot, about Twilight going home.
Tying up all the loose ends.
Yes, and her actually having a chance to go back and see how far she's come, where she was to where she is now, in a meaningful way of going back to where it was before the pilot. I think something like that would be really cool.
I definitely would agree. Amending Fence is very good.
I was really pleased with that one. That came out really well.
We all.
That's our highest rated episode.
Yeah, that is actually our highest rated episode.
I've never been to premiere. Yeah, premiere was yeah.
That wasn't me, that was Lauren.
Yeah.
That was all Lauren.
Alrighty, so just to wrap it up, do you have any closing words?
What's his catchphrase?
You can't see me.
Can't see me.
Can't see me?
Cannot see me. Yeah.
Was that what that is?
Yeah, can't see
Can't
me.
see me.
I've seen this a million times. I had no idea that was John Cena. Okay. Yeah, you can't see me, I guess. I don't know. No, I don't know. Thank you for having me.
Well, you can't see him here, but you've seen him in the video. We're Hoof Hearted, bringing you the stink of truth, and we'll catch you all later.